If you're looking for a multi-bagger opportunity, this particular stock could be one of that. If you're serious in making wealth, do watch this video till the end. And what I'm sharing with you is a pure techno-funda analysis of a company which is poised to give a multi-bagger return. And this company has been a multi-bagger in wealth creator stock. So I am not at all a SEBI registered advisor, but I am a SEBI registered analyst or research analyst. So please keep that in mind. Let's get started. If you're new to my channel, do subscribe. As a peaceful weekend investors, we try to find stocks which can create wealth while you're doing your day job and busy there. So today's stock is Saregama, and it is one of the interesting stock which you should say it's a new age stock. So you have to keep tab on what's happening because the change of trend is happening. A lot of music content is being absorbed through YouTube, OTT platforms, and various other platforms, and that's where the company is generating a lot of revenues. I'm going to discuss their business line. I'm going to discuss their technical analysis. I will discuss about briefly about company and what is going on in the numbers as well. So first thing first, let's make sure that we are clear disclaimer. So pause this video, read it before we proceed further. Thank you. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, subscribe it, hit the notification bell, and we will be, peaceful weekend investors together. So let's start with the numbers of the company before I jump into the company as a whole, right? Because so what's exciting the street? Okay, so there has been, if you see the numbers tells a story, and then company we can study more because that's where I go with. Look at this. So this is their profit and loss in consolidated. So this is in yearly number. So if you look at their sales from 186 crores today sitting at 800 crores, okay, and that is the sales of this company. Let me grab my annotation tool that will help you. So if you see from 186 crore today, company doing sales of 803 crores, 803 crores. What you have to note here is from year to year, there has been some growth, right? Obviously, they have been phenomenally growing. If you see from 186 crores up until, if you see their, uh, just remember this, from 186 crores, they've gone to 521 crores as sales. And if you go down below their net profit, okay, that is where the magic is. From 7 crores, that went to 152 crores, 200 crores, and then it bit slowed down a bit, right? And that is where, because it's a content which is expensive to make, and possibly companies are inventing into different business lines, but this particular growth what they got, shareholders who identified this stock stick on to it, got a phenomenal growth in this, in you know the jump they got from 85 crores to 200 crores, right? And that we will see in the stocks. Just keep that in mind. Now let's move on to the quarterly numbers, because that is where and you can see this here, their 10-year CAGR, because this is something very important. As soon as you look at it, the 3 years is 21%, but 10-year growth, profit growth was 28%, and 5 years was 30%. And that's where they've made the maximum profit growth. And their sales growth was 16%, but recently trailing 12 months is only 9%. That's where there was a huge dip, and that's why shareholders were not rewarded and the stock went sideways. But the price CAGR, that's where the magic happened. You see, 5 years, every year the stock jumped 57%. Okay, and last 1 year the stock has gone up 68%, and that is something and the return on equity is also very healthy. So that is the some of the key details you look at it. And let's look at the details where the important ones. I'm just covering what is important so that you can focus on that. So what is important is just look at the March 2024 number, which is 263 crores as a sales top line. And then you have March, another number, which is 204. So there has been some decent growth. And from 54 crores as a PAT, which was the current quarter around March, and they from 44, they've gone to 54. So there has been a bit of a growth in the sales, which has also got the street excited about it. And as you can see, there is very little, there is almost, they're not paying any interest. That means it's a debt-free company, which means they cannot go bankrupt, right? And that is a good part. So it's a debt-free company. coming back to growth. Now, what is the excitement? So this is kind of a very high level. Let's look at what is the company does, right? So that we are able to go through. Let's go back right at the top. This is a slides, you can get it from the BSC or any website. So these are some of the contents. I don't watch too many OTT channels, so probably I'm not familiar with that. But what is important is they're diversified media company with music catalogs that spans gamut from first recorded Indian songs, the old songs, as you can see, Saregama, Karma, to the latest hits. It has strong video play spread across making films, TV serials, OTT, and short videos contents to the youth, which is kind of everybody's getting crazy with YouTube shorts and Instagrams. And recent venture has been live events and artistic management. So this is growing field. It's a kind of an and this company has been an innovator in that space. And there's some strengths here. I'm not going to line by line because that was something you can read it in your leisure time. Their revenue has been growing 20% CAGR, 44% EBITDA, and profit as 15% CAGR, which I covered. So what is important is what are their key areas they're looking at it. Indian media entertainment sector is expected to grow by 10% per annum. That is important. The sector is growing. That there's a tailwind in the sector. Now it's a company. So it's like sectors like an engine. You have now carriages as the companies. Which one you want to be? You want to be closer to engine, close, which are top three, right? And Saregama is one of them. And if you look at it, um, let me see what the company does. So they have this important segmental growth, which is something you should be aware of what a company does. So they have music and artistic management, which is growing at 23% CAGR. Then got video film content, which is 20% CAGR. And if you see there, and then music retail and events. And if you look at it, what's going on here is 68% revenue comes in from this particular industry, this particular segment. And then you got videos, which is 14%. And then you got very small, which is event. There's a started 2% started contributing, and music retail is where it is 16%. That's kind of diversification they're doing. Let's see how this event pans out. What is their things, but we have to look at it. But the major revenue comes from music. So if you see the all the licensing and artist and management music, where they get all the revenue generated. So with that, you got some idea about the company, what it does. And if you see, they are associated with so many streaming partners, and all the who's of who logos are here. And you must have known about their product, which is let me see what is their, which is quite popular as a whole, especially devotional Hindu Bhojpuri. So they have in different languages, and yeah, and this product has been a craze, right? So all is ready, pre-packed with all the songs loaded about the company. So this is something which is also uh, they're having a good sales as a retail part of it. So with that, let's look at what's going on with the chart and what's excited me, right? So if you look at it, what was the history of this? I always look at the left-hand side of the chart. This is a weekly chart, and this growth was phenomenal. And if you know, this is where I told you that they had the phenomenal growth where they made all 3000% growth, right? And that is something which is important. Let me see if I can, yeah, that's it. That's important. From 2002, from 2020 to 2022, that's a growth, right? If you find this, something very powerful, just type powerful, because what I'm going to share is something can give you this possible. Who knows? Because we can't predict future. Only thing what we do is increasing the odds, or improving our probabilities for growth. If the stock has, it's a debt-free company, it's ready for growth. There's a clear guidance. You can go and read the con call reports. There has been a guidance for 30%. We have to see whether execution happens or not. But the stock went completely sideways, and now there is a clear breakout which has happened. Yes, there's always chances to it can go down, but It's our job, it's our fundamental duty to keep track it. And peaceful weekend investing is where we give this process, which can give you that ability to hold with conviction, with fundamental analysis, technical analysis, with right tools and access, and creating that process around it so that you can do your job at the same time you can create wealth. And that is the whole idea of a peaceful weekend investing when I started off, and something which can be useful. So if you find this video powerful and something which it's an implementable knowledge, do put it in comment box below, powerful and peaceful, so that I know that it was something useful. Okay, so this is where it break out. So we'll keep doing analyzing it. And clear disclaimer, I might have these positions, I might do trading in between, I will hold this for long term, that's my intention. And but with this analysis, this is a great opportunity, I can sense it coming through. So let's end this video here. And if you are new to my channel, I would urge you, and if you watch this video till the end, do subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and wish you a peaceful weekend investing. Bye bye.